guys, hola a todos, me llamo Reginita. My name is Reginita and you welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, kindly click on the subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. Also turn on the post notification bell so that you don't miss out on any video at all that I upload. Thank you very much for doing that. Right, so according to the title, you can see that we are talking about 3 tricks to learn Spanish fast. It may apply to other languages, so yeah, but this is a Spanish channel, so we're going to focus on Spanish and give Spanish examples. So yeah, if you really want to learn Spanish fast and also be able to hear clearly when native speaks, because sometimes you learn a language and when it comes to native speaking it, you struggle to hear what they are saying, right? Or you even struggle to speak it yourself. All you know is that you understand like sentences, some basics and all that, but then when you encounter someone speaking Spanish, it's difficult to hear exactly what they are saying. So this video is going to help you to know how to learn Spanish fast, get it fast, be able to understand it when other people speak it. All right, so let's get started. Yeah, so before I begin, there's gonna be a bonus trick at the end of the video, so those who are able to watch to the end of the video get to have the trick, the bonus trick for themselves. The number 1 trick to learning Spanish fast is to make up your mind. You need to make up your mind that you want to learn Spanish. Don't just see an opportunity for learning Spanish and then you just say, okay, let me give it a try and see how it goes. Trust me, you are not going to make any progress with the language. You will realize that when you begin at a point, you wouldn't be too dedicated to learning the language. You wouldn't commit yourself to it because it is not something that you have made up your mind to do. Okay, so you have to make a decision, a concrete decision that you want to learn Spanish. You need to have a reason for learning the Spanish. Okay, there are several reasons why people learn Spanish language. Some because it's a very interesting language, so they just want to learn it for the fun of it. Some too because they love languages and they want to add it to their language bank or something like that. And then others too, they just want to add value to themselves. Okay, so you need to have a reason for studying the Spanish. And if you want to ask me, what reason would I want to give you to learn Spanish? Well, I would go for adding value. You need to invest in yourself, okay? Because the way inflation is going is really crazy, and you need to add value to yourself. You need to learn a new skill aside what everybody else is doing with you. You need to be able to speak Spanish or any other thing. And so learning Spanish is more like adding value to yourself. If they are looking for someone who can do something plus a language which you could speak, then you are probably going to get that offer and all that. So you have to make up your mind and you have to set goals and targets so that you could say at the end of the year, I need to get to this level of the Spanish language. So you need to make up your mind. You have to be deliberate about it. You have to be intentional about it. If you don't do this, trust me, you quit on the way. You are not able to continue. So you need to make up your mind that you are learning Spanish and that is what you want to do. If you are doing it for the fun of it or because you know someone like me who teaches it and you're just using familiarity or whatever they call it to learn the language, you quit, you stop along the line. I have had so many friends who told me that, oh, I want to learn Spanish and all that, but where are they now? They are nowhere to be found. So you have to make that personal decision that you want to learn Spanish, and that is the number 1 trick to learning it faster. Then your mind program itself to like, okay, hey, boss says we are learning Spanish, so let's get all the right tools in place so that we can start learning the language. So your mind prepares itself to receive whatever it comes. When you're giving assignments and all that, you are just ready to go for it because your mind knows that you have decided to learn Spanish. So you have to make up your mind to learn Spanish. Number 2 trick, you need to learn the alphabets. It's so basic and so fundamental. When a child is given birth to, the first thing she's likely to learn are the alphabets. Yes, from school and all that, we teach them the alphabet and all that. The same applies to any other language. If you want to learn Spanish fast, you need to learn the alphabets. En español se llama los alfabetos o los abecedarios. Yes, that's how we call alphabet in Spanish. So you need to learn the alphabet and you need to get it right from the beginning, because like I said earlier, it is the foundation to which you are able to pronounce words and use words correctly and all that. Okay, so let me give an example. In Spanish, like this, the Z, we have the Z in Spanish to be zeta, not zeta. I hear a lot of people say zeta. A lot of Spanish learners say zeta, and all the time you tell them that no, it is zeta, not zeta. So you just need to get the alphabets right. You know that there are other alphabets we do not have in the English language, but we do have in the Spanish language. You need to learn them. Like we have the ñ, an N with something on top of it, like an accent on top of it. So if you see the word español, you see that the N has that accent or sign on top of the N. So you know that whenever you see it, you don't pronounce it like an N, but ñ. So español, niño, niña, and all that. So you need to get the alphabet right. Another example is double L. So you see a word like seizure, you wouldn't say sila. Okay, that is why in the alphabet it says eji, so it's more like a Y. All right, so instead of saying sila, which English would pronounce it like that, Spanish wouldn't pronounce it like that. It will pronounce it seizure because it's double L, and that is how they pronounce their double L. Okay, but with one L is just Ellie, normal L. So you need to get the alphabets right. You need to get all of them right, and then you are able to proceed to pronunciation of words, which is also embedded in my number 2 trick, which I'm just talking about now. So you need to know how words are pronounced. It's very basic and very fundamental. You need to know how words are pronounced. You need to know the tonation, the rise and fall. So if you check my video, I'm not going to give details about word pronunciation because I do have a video on that. I will try and leave it in the description box so that you can watch it later. But you need to know the rules to how words are pronounced in Spanish. There is a way they pronounce their words. If you don't get this right and you hear someone speak Spanish, a native especially speak Spanish, you wouldn't hear anything. And you know, these people, they speak really fast, really fast. So for example, you could hear someone say tengo muchas cosas que hacer. This is a very well, I may not be as fast as they are, but if you are a basic learner, you may not hear it instantly. They may have to repeat it or speak a bit slower for you to be able to hear it. So you need to know all the words very well, the alphabets and how they are pronounced. And then also, you know, Spanish is spoken in most South America and Central America, and some of them have different ways of pronouncing their letters and all that. Okay, for example, in Argentina, their S is quite not heard, so estaba instead of estaba. They'll say estaba. They try to hide it or something like that, but that is not the main reason or point I want to explain. I'm just saying that if you know, so me like this, when I hear someone from Argentina speaking Spanish, I am able to still decode what the person is saying regardless of how they pronounce their words, because I'm familiar with the words and I know how it sounds like. Okay, so you need to know how their words are pronounced, and you also need to practice it familiarize yourself with the words. Okay, so if you're practicing on Duolingo and Duolingo is telling you to repeat the words, they have a reason for doing that. If I am teaching you Spanish and I'm telling you to do voice notes, I have a reason for doing that, so that you can practice how the words are pronounced, you can practice even the alphabet and all that. So it is very basic for you to know the Spanish alphabet rightly and how their words are pronounced, and then you familiarize yourself with this. Repeat words to yourself, say it, speak it. Okay, if you watch my video on 10 tricks about learning Spanish, I've made all these statements and they are just basic things you need to know. But if you trivialize them, you may not be able to get it right. Okay, so you have to learn the alphabets, get them right, know how words are pronounced. And trust me, it's not any difficult thing. Some of you think it's difficult, but it's not. It really is not difficult. Okay, that is why I mentioned that the number one trick is to make up your mind. When you make up your mind, give you reasons to believe that no, this is not difficult at all, and then it is able to help you learn it as fast as you can. Okay, so get the alphabet right, and then you are able to pronounce the words right. Practice the words, speak them out, familiarize yourself with them, and you are good to go. The number 3 trick to learning Spanish fast is to immerse yourself in the language. You have to let the language be a part of you. Remember, Spanish language is part of a culture, and we know that culture is a way of life. Okay, so you are not supposed to learn the Spanish separately from how you go about your daily activities. You have to embed it into your daily activities. You have to make sure that is a part of you. So there are several ways you can do that. You can listen to music in Spanish, you can read the Bible in Spanish, you can watch movies or TV series or whatever it is in Spanish. You can think in Spanish. One of the things I mostly do is to think in the language. You have to think. That when we are thinking, we think in the language that we are most comfortable with. But if you want to really get the language, and you have to make it a part of you, you have to also try think in the language. For example, if you are hungry, you know how to say I am hungry. I posted a video on Instagram. I think I'll upload it very soon on YouTube. It was about an expression that is used in saying that I am hungry. So if you want to say I am hungry, instead of you saying I am hungry, sometimes we say it in our mind. If we are just alone, we say I'm hungry, I feel hungry. You could just say in your mind tengo hambre instead of saying it in English. I don't know if you get me. So basic things like I want to sleep, quiero dormir. Just say these little statements in Spanish, okay? And it's going to help you. You are listening to music, try and listen to it in Spanish. Get some Spanish music and listen to it and all that. So you need to immerse yourself in the language. Let it be a part of you, because it is a culture, it's a way of life. So you need to understand that. You need to, sometimes when I'm working with friends who don't understand the Spanish, I say the things I want to say in Spanish instead of saying it in English. I know very well that they don't understand what I'm saying, but hey, who cares? I want to practice what I know. Yes, later I do translate. Sometimes it's irritating because they don't understand what I'm saying and all that, but it's just a way of helping me also get used to the language and all that. So I will just speak Spanish with my friends and they will be lost, and later I come back. I remember I gave some of you, my students, an exercise to do. Tell someone that you are hungry and let's get their responses. Some of you were like, oh, they felt lost. Some were like, oh wow, and all that. Yeah, sometimes you just have to speak it out. If they can't, you don't have people who can help you speak, just speak the ones you know to your circle of friends, and then after you translate it, it helps you practice the words and all that. Okay, so just make it a part of you. That's all I'm saying. Immerse yourself in the language, and I think you will be good to go. And now to the bonus trick to learning Spanish fast. Make good use of technology to learn Spanish. Okay, because we have a number of apps that you are able to download. You can get them on Play Store or App Store, And also, some of the apps would give you word of the day almost every day, and you can make the settings such that every day it notifies you, so you get a notification of word of the day. So with that, you are able to get more words in your word bank. Okay, so don't complicate things yourself. Technology is here to help make life easier for us. So you have to take advantage of that to learn the Spanish language. Okay, there are so many things you can do with technology. You can go online, you can get so many videos to watch. You can get so many stuff, so many books and all that. So all I'm saying is that just make good use of technology, because it helps you make the language learning easier and fun the more. So yes, these are the tricks you can use to learn Spanish really, really, really fast. In a matter of months, you should be able to at least speak basics, and then you move on to advanced and all that. So everything depends on you. I can come in to teach you the language, but if you don't apply these tricks, you will find it difficult to learn the Spanish language. All right, so thank you all for watching. Feel free to comment in the comment section if you relate with all that I have said. Also, subscribe if you haven't. Feel free to share, like my video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in our next video. Bye.